The policy of being too cautious is the greatest risk of all. Life is like a game of cards. The hand that is dealt you represents determinism. The way you play it is free will. The only alternative to coexistence is co-destruction. The individual is the central point in our scheme of things, and so our primary endeavor is to make individuals good and true, and not to think merely of systems. The person who runs away exposes himself to that very danger more than a person who sits quietly. Facts are facts, and will not disappear on account of your likes. The object of education is to prepare the young to educate themselves throughout their lives. The art of a people is a true mirror to their minds. We live in a wonderful world that is full of beauty, charm, and adventure. There is no end to the adventures that we can have if only we seek them with our eyes open. You don't change the course of history by turning the faces of portraits to the wall. Time is not measured by the passing of years, but by what one does, what one feels, and what one achieves. The person who talks most of his own virtue is often the least virtuous. To be in good moral condition requires at least as much training as to be in good physical condition. The only alternative to coexistence is co-destruction. Success often comes to those who dare and act. It seldom goes to the timid who are ever afraid of the consequences. It is science alone that can solve the problems of hunger and poverty, of insanitation and illiteracy, of superstition, deadening custom and tradition, of vast resources running to waste, of a rich country inhabited by starving people. The purely agitational attitude is not good enough for a detailed consideration of a subject. Democracy is good. I say this because other systems are worse. There is nothing more horrifying than stupidity in action. We can chart our future clearly and wisely only when we know the path which has led to the present. A theory must be tempered with reality. What we really are matters more than what other people think of us. Life is like a game of cards. The hand that is dealt you represents determinism. The way you play it is free will. Peace is not a relationship of nations. It is a condition of mind brought about by a serenity of soul. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. Without peace, all other dreams vanish and are reduced to ashes. The person who talks most of his own virtue is often the least virtuous.